I'll start by releasing the latest figures for the ECA, where we are now considered the 8th most livable city in Asia. And looking at the figures, we are actually the most livable city in Malaysia. If you want to look at, you read at page 5 out of 7. Page 5 out of 7. Okay. Asia rank for 2012, number 1. Asia rank for 2011, number 1 Singapore. Number 1 globally, also Singapore. So Singapore is number 1, both globally and in Asia. Number 2 Kobe. Number 3 Hong Kong. Number 4 Tokyo. Number 4 Yokohama equal 4. Number 6 Taipei. Number 7 Macau. Number 8 Georgetown. Last year number 8. This year also number 8. Ranking 73. Still the same world ranking at number 73. Number 9. Number equal 8. Seoul. We are now equal 8 with Seoul. Seoul. Georgetown. Equal ranking with Seoul. Last year Seoul was number 8. And then number 10, Kuala Lumpur. 2012 number 10, 2011 number 9. It went down 1 notch. Around the world, Georgetown number 73. Kuala Lumpur number 76. So last year and this year, we are ahead of Kuala Lumpur for the first time in our history. Last year, Georgetown number 8, Kuala Lumpur number 9. This year, Kuala Lumpur number 10, Georgetown again number 8. This is by ECA International, which is an international consulting firms that helps companies to assess which is the most livable city based on certain criteria. And they include, apart from the quality of living, they include climate. Of course, Penang is very hot. Health services. We have the best health services in Malaysia, especially with our medical tourism, 2/3 of Malaysia. In our health tourism, Penang commands 60% of Malaysia's health tourism receipts. Isolation. Isolation means that whether we are not connected by flights, not connected by roads, not connected by ports, seaports. So in terms of isolation, I think we are not isolated. We got airports, we got seaports, and then we got roads. Social network. We are a cosmopolitan international city, so we have good social network. Leisure facilities. I think leisure facilities has improved also. Go on page 6 out of 7. Page 6 out of 7. I think there's a Chinese translation there. Page 6 out of 7. About ECA location ratings. Look at page 6 out of 7. Got it? ECA location ratings. You want? Page 6 out of 7. That's it. You want? Page 6. Look at ECA location ratings. About ECA location ratings. Number 6. And then where they explain how they assess a livable city. You look at the third sentence. Page 6 out of 7. Categories include climate, health services, isolation, social network, and leisure facilities, infrastructure, and political tensions. Climate, as I said, we are very hot, no winter, what I'll call a tropical paradise. Health services, Penang has the best private health services in Malaysia. We are number 1 in terms of health tourism. 60% of Malaysia's health tourism receipts come from Penang. Isolation. We are now expanding the airport, port and communication facilities. Also the second bridge. Also the 4 proposed infrastructure projects, including the third link, as well as roads from Tanjung Bunga to Batu Feringhi, from Gurney Drive to Tun Dr. Lim Chuang Yu Expressway, and also from Aitam to Tun Dr. Lim Chuang Yu Expressway. Social network. We are an international city. I think we are socially connected. We have 225 years of international exposure. So we have all the connections, we have all the interactions, and Georgetown is a UNESCO World Heritage City because of our ability to coexist and live together with harmony. Our ability to respect each other and live together in harmony. So we have good social networking. Leisure facilities. I think a lot of recreation centers. It is not just Hard Rock Hotel. It is not just street ski. It is also a lot of leisure activities, events, music festivals, Georgetown World Heritage Festival. Infrastructure. This one I think not only just roads but also digital infrastructure. We have free Wi-Fi in public places. And political tensions. No political tensions, except for those manufactured by UMNO. Okay? Any questions?
So that means all the rallies and all which happen has no bearing at all.
Because when you have we did do it in Padang Kota Lama. We have freedom of speech there. Everybody can go there and see what they like. But then when you do the assessment, all the attempts to manufacture political tensions is completely dismissed by this type of international rating companies because they know that this is only manufactured by a small group of troublemakers. The people are not tense. It is the troublemakers who wants to create tension, but without any success amongst the population at large. So all the efforts to undermine the Penang Pakatan Rakyat State government is not successful. We have retained our position as the most livable city in Malaysia, even beating Kuala Lumpur for 2 consecutive years. You say we beat Kuala Lumpur for 1 year, you will say it's a fluke. But it is no fluke. It is no fluke. We repeated it again in 2012. Just like when you said that for the first time in Penang's history, we were #1 in attracting investments. Again, they say it's a fluke. It is no fluke. We repeated that in 2011, #1 again. 2 years consecutively.
So it's the first time that we beat KL 2
No,
years?
second time.
2 years consecutively is the
Yes. First time is 2 years. Before that, we were equal 8 with KL. 2010, we were #8. KL was #8 also.
KL is
2010.
Okay.
2010, KL was #8. Georgetown also #8. 2011, for the first time, we beat KL because we retained #8. KL went down to #9. This year, we retained #8. KL went down further to number 10. So I think this rating show that we are the most livable city in Malaysia, #8 in Asia. Better, of course, than Kuala Lumpur. And this is the first time in history. After over 55 years, first time in history.
The VN cannot claim credit for this lah.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Because only yesterday, Najib also, you know.
That's why I want to respond to that afterwards.
Yeah.
I want to respond to that. You know, Najib says that they claim credit for investments. And they say it's all the federal government's effort. I don't deny that federal government has put in some effort. In fact, I thank Maida for helping Penang to be #1 in investments for 2 years running, 2010, 2011. But if you say that this is not due to the state government's efforts, this is all due to Barisan Nasional, I want to ask them, why is it you have ruled Penang for 51 years? Not even 1 year you can get number 1. Whereas when we ruled Penang for only 4 years, 2 years out of 4 we are number 1. If you say you are so great lah, then at least 50 years you should get at least 1 year number 1. Not even once number 1. Just like our debt, we reduce our debt by 95%. Oh, they say it's not because of your effort, it's because of the federal government. Then we ask you, why is it when BN ruled Penang, you cannot reduce the debt? But why is it when we ruled Penang for only 4 years, you can reduce the debt by a record 95%? The largest debt reduction exercise in history of Malaysia. Answer very simple. Because when we negotiate with the federal government, we fight for the interest of the people for Penang. That's why we could make sure it is done. We fight for the Penang people's interest. Last time they never fight for people. Yeah, last time they never fight for Penang people's interest. You're saying that if you want to claim credit, I think you must ask yourself this question. Why is it when you are in power for 51 years, federal and state, the same government, you cannot even get once number 1? But now when Pakatan Rakyat rules Penang for only 4 years, 2 years we are number 1, 2 years we are the most livable city in Malaysia. This is just not only in terms of medical tourism, just not in terms of tourism growth, just not only in terms of investment numbers, the highest investment, not just in terms of highest debt reduction, but also the most livable city. And this report is not paid for by the Penang State government. This is an independent consultant company. So the other aspect that we all must mention also, I think which is worth writing about is, Penang has the largest reduction in crime index. Actually, we are well on our way to becoming the safest city in Malaysia. For 3 years running, 3 years, not 2 years, 3 years, we have the largest reduction in crime index.
So you must praise police a bit now.
No, we appreciate the cooperation given, but at the same time, we do a lot of work, community policing and all that. We of course, we have given credit to the police, just as we have given credit to MIDA for helping us to be number 1. But don't deny what we have done. Don't deny what the people of Penang have done. I think credit, if you want to seek credit, remember to give it to the people of Penang. They deserve the most credit. Whether it is in terms of our community policing through our voluntary police patrol, or the people of Penang work hard so that we are the top location of choice for investors. I think we should feel proud. I just say we should feel proud. 2 years running, we are number 1 in Malaysia. And not a fluke, this is a fact. This is not a fluke, this is a fact. So when Najib says that it is not because of our effort that Penang is number 1, we have given credit to MIDA, but I think apparently the federal government doesn't want to give credit to the state government. We let the people decide. One very pertinent question to ask. If you are so good, why is it in the over 50 years that you are in power, you cannot even get once number 1? We are in power for only 4 years, 2 years already we are number 1. And in power 50 years, you cannot even reduce your debt. For us, only in 4 years, 2 years, we reduce our debt by 95%. However we do it, the fact is we reduce our debt by 95%. How come is it that when you are in power, both federal and state, you could not reduce your debt? So this is in answer to Najib. I want to play a video clip in Monocle. I think you know Monocle, isn't it, Susan? It's one of the top magazines on urban solutions in the world. #1 magazine. And we are very pleased that we were featured in a monocle issue. It's not easy for any city to be featured in monocle. You must achieve a standard, then only can you be featured in monocle. And this is a British magazine, a world-class magazine, a very influential magazine that projects and highlights the best cities in the world. So we are very pleased that we are chosen by monocle. Any questions before we play the clip? Please, go ahead.
What we're getting is lots of young couples, creative young couples, who are ready to talented and opening their own businesses. So it's actually very, very vibrant what's happening in the still play with
Okay. Probably at least let us feel proud of the city that we live in. It's no longer a sleepy hollow. It is a World Heritage City. Okay, any questions on this? Just on this, Najib's promise to make Penang a development hub. He says that this is not an empty promise. Well, if that's the case, then I hope that before he makes these new promises, he should fulfill and implement Barisan National's old promises. What happened to the MRT line? No point making new promises if your old promises are not kept.
Recycle.
Huh?
Recycle speech is one.
Yeah, I
Seen
agree.
it last year, I think also.
So it's a recycle, I agree. It's recycled, rehashed. Playing, it's like old record lah. Playing an old record. Replaying an old record. Living in the most livable city in Malaysia. No need to go down KL
Yeah,
anymore.
happy.
Air quality also. The other one is air quality. Personal safety, air quality, all these are important.